What's up, everybody? I'm back, and I got that exclusive interview with Southside Miko. Alright, in order to start right away, if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you on the team, and I'm always making new content. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. It's a super dope interview. We talk about the music he likes, early influences, his influences now. We talk about Kanye. We talk about everything. So make sure you peep the whole thing. Here we go. I start. For everybody watching, you're watching the Honor Show, and I'm sitting here with the homeboy, Southside Miko. How's it going, brother?
What's good? What's good, man? It's Southside Miko, man, the hardest artist producer on the planet. And if y'all ain't tapped in with the Honor Show, then tap in, god damn it.
Yeah. Hey.
So,
And if you ain't tapped in already with Southside Miko, get your asses over there and tap in, because he's one of the realest, and he can rap, he can perform. His stage presence is fucking unbelievable. I seen some clips of you performing and shit, and man, you were on it, dancing all over the place, man. You were kicking it.
appreciate it, brother.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. So I figured I'd just, ask you a bunch of questions and let us, let the fans get to know you. I figured I'd start with, how did you get the name Southside Miko?
It's kind of like a hood name.
Mhm.
I'm actually from the north side of Greensboro,
Okay.
which is really Brown Summit, because I stay in Brown Summit, which is the next city over. And
Yeah.
when I started branching out in the city when I was younger, I was on the south side a lot, which would be near downtown. And then meeting all those people, they gave me the name Southside Miko. So for
Ah,
sure.
all right. Cool. I like that. See, I always like hearing origin stories of names and stuff, because it's interesting to me.
Yeah, for
Where
sure.
so that answers where you grew up. Then tell us a little bit about what the city was like where you grew up. What was the environment like?
It was cool. I had to be in the crib most of the time because my parents wanted me to be on the school wave and stuff like that.
Right.
But as soon as I could get out and start doing stuff, because I had to be in the crib all the time, like I was out there doing everything and anything I could, trying to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And did a whole bunch of stuff, getting into a lot of trouble. Doing a whole bunch of stuff, being a badass little kid. That's all it was. But everything's pretty chill here. I would say it's dangerous if you make it dangerous. Everything is how you make it for real. Like it's all about your mindset. Like if you pushing niggas the wrong way, they'll treat you the wrong way. You feel me? If you moving right, shit gonna go right for you. So it's just what you make it for real.
Right. Absolutely. It's like, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. It's like if you want to find trouble, you can find it.
Yeah, for
But if a
sure.
guy
For
just wants
sure.
to live and kind of just keep his head down and away from trying to do his thing, trouble really ain't gonna find you. You gotta, but if it's there, if you want it,
Yeah, for sure. For
right?
sure.
Damn, that sounds about right. It sounds like you got a good head on your shoulders at a young. How old are you, man?
I'm 24. I just turned 24
Okay,
December 8th.
cool. Oh yeah, December you said
So,
you
yeah.
did. Well, happy late
Hmm.
birthday, man. Happy late birthday.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
So I take it, since you said you were kind of getting in trouble when you were younger, that school you probably how was school for you?
I was actually very smart,
Mhm.
but I didn't take school seriously because I guess on an unconscious level, I knew that they weren't really teaching me anything after
Right.
after middle school. Like after seventh grade, sixth grade, I'm not really learning nothing. So like
Right.
I kind of tuned out, and I was doing a whole bunch of bad stuff, which I don't want to speak about because I don't want to self-incriminate.
No problem,
Um,
man.
and also just focusing on music. You know what I'm saying? I had a dance group before then, so I was dancing. I've been trying to do this whole entertainment thing my whole life for real.
Okay. So that was gonna be actually one of my next questions. Like, well, we'll get into that. So, who were your favorite artists when you were growing up? Who was your favorite guys you like to listen to? And since
Um,
you said you dance, like, who are some of your favorite guys you like to watch dance too? I guess.
um, pretty much for me, like when I was younger, I didn't listen to rap at all, like at
Really?
all, at all.
Okay.
I was more so what got me into like all this performing stuff and dancing is Michael Jackson. Like that was my first influence my whole life. Like I thought Michael Jackson was so dope, and I thought it was amazing how bro can go from one country to another and have the same reaction. It don't matter what part of the world he's in. He can go
Right.
to China, have people passing out like he's
Yes.
from the USA. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? So from a young age, I don't know, bruh got me wanting to be great in a sense. Like I felt like I could reach that level of greatness as well. So that's what started me out. And when I was younger, I was mostly listening to like Michael Jackson, a lot of
Mhm.
rock music,
Okay.
and other worldly music because my people are from different places. So they're not.
Oh,
My dad is not from here, and my
oh,
mom's
really?
also not from North Carolina as well.
Cool. Where are they from, if you don't mind my asking?
My dad is from Africa, and my mom is from New York.
Hell yeah. Hey, well, shout
For
out
sure.
to your dad, because honestly, in my opinion, anybody who goes to a totally different country, different languages and customs shit, and starts over is a badass.
Yeah,
For
so,
real.
so,
Any, anybody who goes and starts over in another country, to me, is a badass. So props to your dad, man.
yeah,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
When was it that who would you say was the first rapper then that caught your eye and you said, you know what, I like rap too. I want to do some of this.
Um, mm, Maybe Lil Wayne because I feel like my father when I was young, he always used to mention Lil Wayne, and
Uh,
I guess that was the first rapper that I heard all the time because I guess he liked it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, so I guess when I started really listening to him, it would have been Lil Wayne.
Hey, he's one of the greats, man. His
Yeah,
dude. His a lot of his mixtapes, and a lot of people agree on this. A lot of his mixtapes are better than dude's albums.
right.
You
Oh
know,
God,
yeah, for real, on God, like
right.
just him fucking around in the studio, getting smoked up. Like, hey, let's lay this shit down. Better than
Yeah,
somebody's
so
whole production team.
yeah, for sure.
So,
Lil
yeah,
Wayne go
props to
crazy.
Lil Wayne, man. He's had some good success, and and he deserves the success he's put in a lot of work, and like I said, he's one of the greats. Do you
Yeah.
remember what any of your earliest rhymes were that you started writing?
Yeah. I don't remember them off the top of the dome, but I'm pretty sure I could find them and pull them up because I had everything written down. I used to
Nice.
write everything, and I kept a whole stack of papers of everything I used to wrote, like I went to jail or something.
Yeah, nice. Man,
Yeah,
I wish I had everything I ever wrote. I lost it because I went to jail and it got shuffled around and shit. Um,
for sure.
yeah, someday if you ever dig those out sometime, I'd be interested in just see, even though I know it's your early shit, I just am always interested in
Yeah,
seeing what was the first things this guy said as a kid when he was writing rhymes. So um
yeah. It was ass. It was straight ass.
hey, it's when you first start though. Usually
Yeah,
probably on like some bravado macho stuff too, huh? Like,
yeah.
yeah,
So
it's cool though.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Um, let's see here. Who are some of your favorite artists and producers of today?
Of today, Rick
Yep.
Rubin. I
Okay.
love Rick Rubin in terms of producing
Hell yeah.
because of the fact that he's so versatile. He can work with a rock band and then work with R&B singer and work
Yep.
with hip hop artists. So
Right.
I mess with Rick Rubin heavy.
Hell yeah.
Um, who else? Just I don't know. Michigan Meats is nice. He's up in Detroit. He makes Detroit beats. He's real fire.
Hell yeah.
Of course, 808 Mafia. They're one of the main reasons why I produce and stuff like that. So for
Okay.
sure. Some of the artists today, I like Future a lot. I feel like bruh's a legend, and especially and when he died, a lot of people gonna see that, and it's gonna take him dying, unfortunately, but because they don't want to give him his flowers right now.
Right.
Um, but I feel like Future is great, and
Yeah.
I'll be rocking with a lot of underground artists. Like I believe in
Yes.
underground artists because we the truth,
Yes.
and really me. And me, I'm next up.
Yes. Hell yeah, man.
But
Hell yeah, I agree with that, and that's why I fuck with a lot of underground artists on my channel because you guys are the life's blood of hip hop. You guys are the real rap that's going on. So not this commercial weird shit. Like you guys are the real deal, and like I like giving you a platform and a voice and together. You know, let's get the real hip hop out there. And you are up next, man. You when you get on, like everybody I showed that 5600 song to, they're like, man, who is this? It's wild. My guy wants to
sure.
make some songs with you and shit. So he's like, yeah, hell yeah, man, I want to work with this dude. I was like, hell yeah, I'll let him know. Because yeah, dude, you got it. You got like what made you decide like all right, I want to pursue this. This is something I'm good at and I want to do this.
Okay, so like before I told you, like from age like 3 and 4, I was a
Yeah.
dancer. Up until like I was developing my dancing group and stuff like that, and we had recruited somebody. And he actually got into rapping first. And one day
Okay.
we was walking down the street, and bro was like, "Okay, I'm trying to show you this rap I got." And I was like, "You rap, bro?" He was like, "Yeah, let me spit this rap." I'm like, "All right." He spit the rap. I heard it. I'm like, "Man, this go crazy." You feel what I'm saying? So, from there, I was like, I guess I'm a rapper because I messed with what he had going on. Um, so, I just picked it up from there. And a lot of my first raps, like I was telling you, that was ass. And a lot of people around me, they was telling me that, and they was showing me that through like laughing at me and stuff like that, and telling me,
Sure.
you're already a great dancer. You have a lot of success with this. Take this seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
Telling you like
and I
don't
was
quit
like,
your
nah,
dancing job and shit.
yeah. And I was like, nah, I can do whatever I want. A lot of people around me think a lot of things are dreams, and I don't believe in that like mentality. What's up? Like, it's all this is reality, bro. All
Right.
this is reality. There's been 100 celebrities, there's been 100 musicians that are popular, there's more than 100 millionaires. People would be
Right.
shocked to know how many millionaires are on earth. So I feel like it's not really a dream, and I was
No.
fortunate enough to have things. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I can make that happen.
Right. Hell yeah. I know you can, man. Dude, just the attitude that you have and the way that you said that. It's, I always tell people that too. Like when you want to do something and motherfuckers are like, man, you can't do that. Cause when I tried, no, you can't do that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
right,
You
right,
couldn't because of this. That I ain't you. That's what you
right,
did. And that's
right.
exactly what you said. It was like, nah, I don't care what everybody's thinking. This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a good message to have. Are your parents supportive of you being in the music industry?
uh Kinda. My mom more so. Um, but not really. Not necessarily. It's like my mom is supportive, but I feel like if my mom heard me on the radio, she couldn't tell me it's me. So you know what that's saying.
Yep. My parents and shit, they don't watch my videos or nothing either.
Yeah, for
It's like
sure.
they know I do it and they're like, how's it going with your stuff? But that's it. But they work and they got their lives. I'm mad at them or nothing. It's what it is.
Yeah,
And plus they're in their 60s. Rap really ain't up their alley. The stuff I talk about on
right.
my show, so
So,
whatever. It's all good. Mom and Dad, I still love you. It's all good. I ain't mad.
so
um, let's hear what if you could change anything. Actually, I want to. Yeah, if you could change anything, man, in the whole world, what would you change?
uh, I would change people's mentality, or make people more aware of things, because I feel like that's the problem with the world. A lot of people are stuck in their perspective,
Yes.
um, and they can't see from another perspective. And I feel like most people's perspective, like, for example, right? I think a lot of times, because I'm not a Christian, I'm an ominous, right?
Sure.
And what that is basically, I believe in everything that sounds like facts. So I believe in all religions, it just has
Mhm.
to make sense and
Sure.
be factual.
Mhm.
So like, I don't know, I can believe in what someone says and hear what somebody says if it makes sense. So I feel like a lot of people need to come out their own little box and be able to see from other perspectives, because those are also right as well. It's
Right.
just not maybe more so what somebody else believes.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Man, I like how you think the world would be a lot, a lot better if people did that. Like you said, put yourself in somebody else's perspective. Like
Yeah.
it's something that I would do and what my baby mom, rest in peace, would do when she was alive with me. Like if I did something wrong, like say like if a girl said hi to me and I said hi back kind of flirty, she'd be like, "Well, how would you like it if I was walking by and a man said that to me and I'd put myself in that shoe and I'd get mad. I'd be like, and she'd be like,
Yeah,
see, that's how I feel right now. And I'd be like,
for sure.
wow, it changing perspective.
Yeah,
It really
yeah, for
does.
sure.
It's crazy. Um, what what is I always like to ask too, what positive things has rap done for you in your life? Or
Uh,
actually music, I'll say, because you're more rounded with music itself. You dance, you like other genres of music and shit. So I'll ask you what has music done for you? Positive.
it's given me a voice. I feel like in my life, in my personal life, I
Hmm.
don't really have that big of a voice. Like, a lot of people won't listen to what I say because they think like what I think is like, I don't know, it's very different from their perspective. Let me just say that.
Sure.
So I don't know, when I feel like nobody really be listening to me, but when I turn the mic on, you know what I'm saying, and I record that song and
Yeah.
they press play, they gonna listen every time.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's giving me a voice.
Yes. I love that. I love that. And that's true, man. I love hearing how you're taking things from your life and how you can internalize it and then turn it into music. To me, that's the best music when it's coming
Mm-hmm.
from somebody's heart, when they put their heart and soul into it and shit. And you can tell when somebody's hungry. When I listen to 5600, I'm like, this young man is hungry. He wants it. He's going to
Yeah,
get it. Like,
for
yeah, hell yeah.
sure.
Um, let's see here. If you could pick any couple few people to just jump in the booth with and make an EP with, or to have a few features with, who would you pick? Hell, you could even pick people who are passed away.
Okay. Um, I would I probably work with Future for sure, cause I just want to be in the studio with bro. His process seems like it's crazy, and I know
Yeah,
just him like him specifically. I know that he don't really write stuff down. He might write stuff down for something, but I
right,
know his process is not really writing things down. So
right.
I would love to just be in the studio with that energy.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
Probably Rio the Young OG. Um, Free him because he's in jail right now.
Yeah. Hey,
Um,
get him out.
yeah, for sure. Um, who else would I want to work with? And then somebody who was in my area, Sauce Pat TB, he
Okay.
died though.
Oh man, rest in
RP
peace.
bruh. But
All right.
I feel like me and bruh had similar energy, and I feel like if we got to lock in, you know what I'm saying, more,
Right.
then we would have been on some crazy stuff
Right. Man,
for sure.
dude, that's too bad when we lose good people in the industry and you're not able to do those. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
that would be something I don't know who the guy is that you're talking about. I know that if you're saying he's got good energy and you want to work with him, I know it would have been a banger. So
yeah,
yeah,
for
man,
sure,
I wish
for
that's
sure.
something we could hear. Hey, if he's got music out somewhere, you still may be able to, get some unheard verses of his, and at least
Hmm.
you wouldn't be able to, like you said, work with him and feel his energy in the studio, but you might still
Hmm.
be able to make some great energy on a song with the verse of his or something.
Yeah.
Who
For sure.
knows?
I actually produced for him.
Oh,
I,
really?
I got a whole bunch of records producing with him, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to actually make music, like an actual song with bruh, and
Oh,
like
I
lock
see.
in. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
get
sure.
it. I get it. Damn it. Yeah,
Yeah,
man, rest in peace.
yeah, for sure.
What do you? I, my mentor, shout out to Dorier, was telling me I need to ask stuff about more current events.
Mhm.
What do you think of Kanye's situation?
Okay. I feel like Kanye is extremely brilliant.
Yep,
Um, I feel
absolutely.
like a lot of people think that he's very crazy. I don't think so. I feel like I feel like he needs to learn to say what he's saying in a different way,
Yes,
because a lot of people don't have the mind to understand what he's saying the way he's saying it.
right,
Um, I feel like the reason why Kanye is expressing the way he is expressing, like what he's talking about, what his message and what he's trying to get across, is because he doesn't really have anyone around him who also thinks like him, to
right,
be able to say, you know what you're saying is right, but maybe you should deliver it in this way, or maybe you should do this, that, and the third instead of
right,
saying it this way, because of the fact that, like, again, he's brilliant, but you have to talk to someone brilliant to understand. So
yes,
most people aren't going to understand what he's talking about. You
right,
feel me? So I just feel like, bruh, I feel like bruh's saying the right things, but he got to learn how to either express that in a different way, or, get around people who think like him and can do something about it, like a Illuminati group. Like, for example, nobody
right,
knows about the Illuminati, right? It's
right,
all conspiracies in a sense. We all
right,
know, oh, the Illuminati is this, but it's all what we think. It's not what we know necessarily. So I feel
right,
like if he gets with a group of people who think like him in a sense, and keeps what he knows secret, but also aims to do stuff in the world with action, I feel like he can have better outcomes. But trying to do what he's trying to do by talking is not going to work, because talking gets people killed. It's gotten everyone killed, no matter the color, no matter anything. Talking gets you killed.
right. Absolutely, man. That was one of the best answers I've heard. Period. Even from on TV, the internet, anywhere. And you're right. He's a brilliant man, and he's there's a method to the madness,
Right.
but he needs to filter it in ways. I get what you're saying 100%. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
got the right he's got the right end, but the way he's getting to it ain't necessarily the road you want to travel. So
Right. For
yeah,
sure.
man, that was a
For
good
sure.
answer. Have you seen his new wife?
Yeah, I seen it.
Damn! Woo! Kanye! Baby! Man, she was smoking. I was thinking, man, Kanye, have you known her? Like, are you in love with this woman, or are you like, hey, Kim, check this out? you know,
Bro.
what do
Yeah.
you think? That's another question I want to ask. Do you think he married this woman that kind of quick, and this other, you know, badass broad to kind of spite and say, as a revenge or kind of revenge, like, yeah, watch this.
I honestly feel like it's kind of like what we were talking about. I feel like he's looking for somebody to support him and his
Yes.
ideas.
Yep.
And he's in a position to where his back is against the wall and everyone's against him, especially in Hollywood, because Hollywood is trying to make him and portray him to look a
Yes.
certain way.
Right. Right.
So, so I feel like he's just trying to find it is too quick, right?
Right.
But I feel like he's just trying to fill that void. So I need
Yeah.
some support. I need
Right.
support in someone. So, yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Wow, man. Yeah. Wow, you got a good way of looking at stuff. I got to talk to you more about things happening in the world, and get my
So,
head straight on some things, because you really think right about a lot about everything that I've been talking to you, man. And you know what I like is even stuff like, say, if you didn't know, you're open minded. Like, you're not just gonna
mm,
be like, nah, it's this way. That's
mm.
cool, man. Who taught you to think like that? Is that just something you've developed, or did anybody kind of guide you through in life and say, look, when don't jump to conclusions off emotion. Look at the facts. Or is that something you just developed?
It's something more so I've developed.
Okay.
I feel like because everyone around me is so not this way. And
Right.
it's made me see like I don't understand why people wouldn't be that way. And that's why, like I said earlier, like I'm an ominous. I learned to look at the facts and things and not look at it from the ego. I feel like
Yeah.
ego in life is very necessary, and that's
Right.
why we have it.
Right.
Um, but I feel like we should be able to drop that ego whenever we need to, and be able to, perceive other ways of life, because each side is part of the truth. Nobody's right, but everyone's right, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, so for sure, I just learned to cultivate a certain mindset to where, I don't know, I'm able to see from everyone's perspective because it helps me see the actual truth.
That's awesome, man. That's really powerful. I like what you were saying about the ego too, because I studied I looked into it for a little while because I used to be really heavy into psychedelics and stuff too, and it's like
Hmm.
okay, and I had an ego death a few times, and
Hmm.
but it's stripped away so hard and so fast that it's hard to get your mind around. But yeah, when you're left just with your most core beliefs, your most base instincts it's something it's easy like it does something for you, you can figure
Yeah,
things out from there. And but like you said, you also need that ego through life, but sometimes it's nice to just strip it away and
right,
and kind of build anew, or just to see things different, even if it's 10 minutes, that it's a big
right,
10 minutes, so
for
wow,
sure.
that was nice to hear. um let's see here, what projects have do you have out right now that the fans can go and listen? I know you have your new single 5600.
Hmm.
And oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, right now I just dropped something December, I think it was 21st, 2020, called Lit Us on Earth EP. It's a 3-song EP.
Oh, nice.
That song is going crazy. Right, I mean, that EP is going crazy right now. I also, throughout the years since I think like 2016 or 2000 maybe 15, I've
Is
been
that?
dropping.
Oh, is that Latest on Earth EP? Is that on SoundCloud, or what? Is it on
Yeah,
everything? On okay,
yeah, it's on everything.
okay, all platforms. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I want to go as soon as we're off here. I want to go listen to it.
Mm. No, you're good. You're good. I'll send you everything.
Oh yeah.
And then I also have like a couple mixtapes and albums on SoundCloud that I've been doing ever since like I started music. So
Okay.
most of the stuff I did in the past would be on SoundCloud.
Okay. Awesome. No, and I know you're always working and stuff and thinking of new ideas. What do you got coming down the pipe in the near future?
Right now, I'm focused on building my fan base and trying to really, connect and network with people. That's what part I'm. That's where I'm at in my career at the moment. I feel like just working on my artist self. Like I have a great personality.
Yeah.
Not on no cocky stuff, but I have a great personality. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to translate that and be able to, connect with people and make something of my personality. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Trying to not only just be a great musician, but also be able to, connect with people and help people and change people's lives through this. Because I feel like ultimately, just leaving music aside, that's what we're all here for, to affect other people in a positive way. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow. Wow, man, that that's actually heart touching, man. Wow, that's
Bro.
I want to. I'm gonna help always share your stuff too, share your page with people I know and with everybody on my social media and stuff. Because you're a great artist, and from talking to you, you're one of the few down to earth normal people left anymore. And
For sure.
you're smart. You got a good way of looking at things, and it blends into your music as well. So now, and it's nice to be able to, this, at least for me anyway, this really helps me connect to an artist, being able to do these interviews and talk and see, talk about where you grew up, talk about the artists you listen to and how school
Hmm.
was, and see the progression from when you were a kid until now, and that really helps me connect and everything. What is there anything else that you would want the fans to know about you? Like, what do you want to tell the world? And I know you just said actually a whole lot. You pretty much said it all. But is there anything else that you want to add to that, or anything else that you'd like the fans to know?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would say, believe in yourself, because nobody believed in me when I first started all of this. And I'm telling you, nobody. I had family. I tried to show raps. They told me I was ass.
Man,
And that's good.
it
That's
made you
good
want to
because
get
it got
better.
me. Yeah, right. I had friends. I went to the studio. My first song I tried to record ever, people laughed at me. It was like five people in the studio. All of them laughed at me. Like, and it's times where, you know what I'm saying? Even I wanted to give up on what I was doing, but
Right.
it's like I kept it going because all of this means something. Like, don't let nobody tell you something as a dream or nothing. Like, keep going, doing, believe in yourself, and do what you got to do. All the bad times that you go through, it means something. All the good times, every time you cry, every time you confuse, every time you get frustrated, it all means something. You know what I'm saying? So, believe in yourself, believe in your story, and believe that all this, is happening for a reason. And it is. And you'll see, you may not understand right now, but when you get to certain places in your life, and let's say maybe when you get older or come to certain understandings later on down the year in your life or whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? You'll see why all this, was worth it. So just believe in yourself and believe in your process.
That was awesome. That was awesome. And he's absolutely right, folks. Anybody, everybody listen to this, he is absolutely right. And man, I want to congratulate you for having the guts. Because I know what it's like to get laughed at and shit. And to have the guts to keep going and say, no, they laughed at that, but I'm going to write this. All right. They thought that was booty cheeks. All right. I'm going to get better. You had the guts to keep going and not just to keep going in front of other people. And so, congratulations, man. It's paying
So
off. It's
appreciate
paying
it.
off for sure.
Appreciate it.
So, and man, I want to thank you for coming on my show today. It was awesome having you on here, and you always have an open slot on my show whenever you drop stuff. If you want to come on here and we'll talk about it and kick it off and show the fans some of what you got on there, I'm down
Mm.
anytime.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you for having me on here. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's people like you that help artists like me get out there. So I appreciate, people like you, and I appreciate you as well. So appreciate it, and appreciate everybody watching this. It's much love.
Oh yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you and all your music, man. I can't wait for more music to drop because you're just at this stage where you're gonna just keep making more and more music for years to come. And I love when I get to get on the ground floor and watch an artist, where I'm like, I know this dude's the shit, and then watch him just take over. So it's your turn,
Hmm.
brother. It's your turn.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. And you have a great day. It's an honor, man.
You too, boss.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too, brother. God bless. Man, that was dope. That was one of my favorite interviews just because there's so much deep stuff that we talked about there. And I really feel like I got to know dude. I really feel like I got to know Southside Miko there. So thank you, man. That was a great interview and I really appreciate it. And now you guys can actually help me out.
You gotta help me.
Hey, all you gotta do is hit that like button. And so you never miss any future episodes, hit that subscribe button along with that little notification bell.